that last path. I think I can knock that out pretty quick. We've claimed every continent of the blue planet as our own. Now it is time to expand beyond its confines. 50 locations. Oh, control 50 locations. Holy cow. Wasn't this just like discover 50 locations? This was explore 50 locations. This is control 50 locations. So this is going to be huge expansion. Like big, big, big expansion. Which I guess is maybe why they call it Expansionist, now that I look at it. And then settle cities in at least 5 different climate zones. I'm about to start a game on a high difficulty, one which not all players succeed in. Oh yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to do something hard. Show me this difficulty. Let's see. Utopian. A lot of support. I kinda sleep. 3 trade routes. IPOG. Hard to go wrong with 3 trade routes. We have silicates and titanium to start. We love seeing this because this is more mines. You start with 1 titanium, you can make an infinite number of mines. And then we are choosing between Thomas Foster, who has the incredible drilling perk, and Tariq, who's giving us a water boost. So let's think about this. We need to have cities in 5 climate zones. That means that we absolutely need to found 4 cities in addition to our first one at a minimum. Which means we're going to need a lot of water, and we're going to need a lot of food. We're also going to need a lot of power for robot hubs, because robot expansion is the way to go, and we're going to need titanium for robot hubs. So that's pulling me towards this early water boost, versus like silicates. We know that we have a silicate mine nearby, but they also don't matter. Like, silicates is more of a science power kind of thing. This is an expansion kind of thing. And then police station for comfort of living. We're probably only going to get to build 1, maybe 2, if we get extremely lucky on early cash finds. But even just 1 police station is going to be kind of nice, I think. So let's get in here. My initial thoughts are we probably don't want to do a triple generator setup this game. So like generator, 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 and then relay, I don't think is going to be the way, because we're going to need so much more space for farms. So instead I'm thinking like farm, 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 soil factory. I'm also thinking like, actually I could do farm, 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 soil factory, generator, generator, and then I could do house, 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 hub. Yeah, I think I like that more. So you're going to come over here. You're going to come here. You're going to explore here. And then you're going to expand here. We're going to build that mine. Start with 2 trade routes. Nice. Okay, we're off to the races. We do need to find tritium like very quickly. I'm not going to be able to afford to build you early. I do want food early, though. Also, is this a water deposit already? It's just an aquifer. It's not a big aquifer, but we do have at least 1 water mine. That's great news. Second habitation module, it kind of competes for food. But this kind of competes for finishing our space project. So I'm going to kind of go with like laboratory by process of elimination. And then your food, so we grab you. Now, silicates for the lab. Lucky food find. We also want water. We haven't found, well, there's more water down here, but it's a little power intensive right now. Not enough tritium to export, I understand. We can export 1 of our titanium to bring in water so that we can work towards this greenhouse farm. Extra trade route. Bus station is going to be important. Kind of just have to grab it now. Need to give up on this. We'll trade away food for another water so that we can build this next turn, and then we can start generating food. We need nitrates. Grab these nitrates. Trade route's not assigned. Oh yeah, we get one more. We can trade away one silicate to get one... That doesn't really help us. Bring in a tritium at the expense of a silicate. I really wish you were like a greenhouse instead, but I'll take you. Now, we said farms were going to go here. And then this is just going to be 2 generators back there when we get to generators. We're good on water. Go up to 5. And then we can build the lab. Lab probably going to go like here and maybe here. Lab, lab, lab. And then these 2 spots can be like bus station and then some other useful thing as well. What do we need? I need tritium. But you're not showing me tritium. So I guess just explore the stuff that's close. It's an empty tile. Exploration satellites. Good. Robot hub. Great. We should be able to make both of these. Give me the silicates mine. Give me an empty square. Exploration satellites, use them to get the water down here. That's pretty power intensive to get down there right now. And then explore the ones that are cheap on power. We're now good on... Well, we should bring in more nitrates so we can get these farms up. Stop trading away you, though. Trade away science for now. I don't have anything I need to spend it on immediately. No. I don't have a place for you. Sure. And then also, before we forget, how about you get that police station in? Just to make sure that, like, we don't get to the end of his term and we're like, oh no, my police station, where'd it go? I want to make sure that goes down. I think right now we're saving up for a bus station so that we can make it down to this aquifer. That seems important. I think we're also building this mine. That seems important. But this aquifer, the sooner we can start pulling in water means the faster we can build greenhouse farms, means the more we can expand. Because we're going to be really gated on food. And in fact, since we're going to be gated on food, start trading away that only silicate we have so we can build up a stockpile. And then this is the kind of expansion stuff that we need. So I think we just take it. Because remember, we need to control 50 tiles. Which is such a crazy number. You are tritium, we take that. We're at 6, we build a bus station. With the bus station, we head down here to the aquifer, we build a mine. Do we see any other mines that we can grab? We could get to this meteorite. What do you do? 7 silicates for a science? We don't know what any of these are either. Or that. I think I'm going to wait on it just because I can't immediately get to it. We could soon with this road paver depot. Which would go right here. Yeah, let's start saving up for that. Burn the rest of your science for this trading for a bit. Actually, we don't even need that anymore. No, build up a surplus of it so you can keep working on this orbital ring. Urban planning. Oh, this is huge. This is so important. Improved spaceflight is not really going to do it. Land clearance, no. Urban planning is going to be incredible for the goals that we have in this game, though. And then we just take a greenhouse farm. You, we get a farm next turn. That's great. You, though, we need to stop trading away. God, resources are so tight early game. I don't think you're important right now. So let's trade away titanium instead. I want to get this up before we build our second city. I think that's very important. So what else do we need to do? Well, let's figure out what's up here so we can figure out where we want to spend our expansion. It's not going to be that. That's a city location. This, it's a lot of stuff, and it's far away, so why don't you just grab it with the satellite? Oh, it got us the nitrates we needed. That's useful. Turn you off. 8, 9, 10. We can build a greenhouse farm next turn. Yep, that seems important. You're going to go here. You're going to go here. And then we want to keep trading in water because we want to build our second city. But before we build our second city, we want science so that we can build this urban planning project. Take 1 titanium away, turn it into food. And keep exploring up here. What are you? Sandstones. It's support. Why not just grab it? Also, we're out of power and we don't make any. That's probably not good. That's, like, probably really not good. We might need to start importing some power. I'm gonna let it ride for now. Let's can that. No, let's get rid of that. I don't care about silicates. Bring in extra power. Bring in extra science. Get that project done. Just rush it. Rush the project. Regional buildings are 15% less resources. It's okay. Nitrates production doesn't matter, but these are, well, breach aquifer isn't that great. Having the water is way more important than having an ocean. But +5 food is quite good. But it's not science, and we're gated by science right now. We're not gated by food. Huh. Neither of these are very good. I wish I could get, what's his name, is just like, hey, you want +5 power? Here you go. I think this has the potential to be better than this. Because nitrates aren't really something we're prioritizing this game. This is power. We don't currently have a highlands to put it on. We could overwrite the silicates mine, but that seems like a bad idea. We could also just put it on an empty tile, and then we could move it later. I need to remember that you can just move buildings anytime you want. So, you know what? Stop. 6, 7, 8, 9, 8, 9, 10. And then anything else you got in science. We make water, we make titanium. Just give me 1 turn of trading it away. I know we're going to need it, but I want 1 turn of trading it away. I can afford to explore 1 tile. It is a volcano. We are miles away from having the tritium to do anything with that. So I think we're just going to pretend that it does not exist. Down they left. 28 science. I can't afford that right now. I'll just be taking the support. You would be kind of nice, but I don't have a place for you. You would be kind of nice. You are like, whatever. Well, I guess I've answered my own question. What do we want? Also, how did we wind up this high on silicates? Was that a silicate site? And we just didn't notice? Do you reset all of these? We need to do that. We're above 30 food, just trade a lot of it away, and then trade away a couple extra silicates. I need 1 more spot available to put this voltaic field. That's going to mean building this Android hub. It's going to go here, probably. Yeah. So we're going to need 10 power and 10 titanium. That's insane. You're going to just build a road paver depot instead. And that's more important than science. So 6, well, you don't even need to do that. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then 1 into science. You can afford to explore. If you could find a location that had power, that would be super cool. But barring that, I guess just grab tritium. I can't explore. I don't have rocks to destroy for free. I don't want to build modular apartments, but what I can do is I can just go, give me 2 modular apartments, and then turn them into 2 science. Generate 2 science is a pretty underwhelming specialist power, but I'd rather have that than like 10 support, I think. I don't have space for any of these right now. Take them away. You here. Here. Get power coming in. Stop doing that. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. And then to cover that, just do something like that. And then we're just doing the same thing this turn. We don't have anything better to do. These are not good turns. They're taking place, but they're not good in any capacity. Wait, how do we get... Oh, because we destroyed projects. 22, 23, 24, 25. Import power instead. Let's do heat. We get heat, we can melt the caps. Melting the caps improves everything else. Give me another photovoltaic field. We can just put it here. And then if we decide we don't like that, we can change our minds. We don't need to import science anymore. We don't really need to import power anymore. Instead, I want silicates. 4, 8. We'll be able to build this in 2 turns. Ship away some of the... ship away the titanium. We also haven't found a place... Well, we have, actually. We could just put one here. So I think this is where we want to make our next city, specifically because we can destroy 2 rocks for free with Dramido and his power. So explore that tile. That way we can found a city here, and then I'm changing my mind again. Pray that I do not change it further or whatever. We need to get to 10 water, and we need to use this as many times as possible in this lava tube because it's full of rocks, and we don't have the spare power. Yes, we need to grab that when it shows up. 8, 9, 10. Back on silicates. If we could find a silicate location, that would be... Oh, wait. That's a big tritium location. Just grab that. So we're at 15 of 22 on the orbital ring, effectively. You can't spare the power. Just make 2 free modular apartments. And then bin them. You don't want any of these. Turn them into science. Found a city. Olympus dead? Sure. Power. Start destroying rocks. And we get 2 free expansions out of this. So 1, and then next time an exploration satellite pops up, we'll see what those are about. So that's 2 cities in different climate zones. Where's the next one going to go? In here, I would like all 3 of these look like potential sites, and they're reasonably close. So we'll see what we can do with that. 8, 9, 10 is going to be enough to build a photovoltaic field. What do we want after that? Power. Absolutely, we want power. Support income getting pretty scary. This is also power. It sucks that it costs us tritium. But what can you do? This is also exploration. Well, no, that's exploration. It's not actual expansion. I mean, the power's bad. I gotta take generators when I see them. Because our power is just bad right now. And then you're gonna keep destroying rocks. It's probably the only thing you're going to do for the rest of your tenure with us. We no longer need silicates. So why don't we do this? Just spend your last tritium on that project, as long as you've got the availability. I also don't really want to trade food away anymore. Let's rethink our trade. What do we need right now? We need more food, and we need more water to think about our next city. That's going to entail a little bit of exploration, but we are making 3 power per turn now, so we're in an okay space. We're not in a good space, but we're in an okay space. Olympus Stead, in order to expand, is going to need a bus station. So maybe that's what we should work towards next, because if we gave you a bus station, you could expand here, here, or here, depending on what looks good. Let's work towards that. And working towards that basically just means importing tritium. Actually, we could also just work on the orbital ring and try to get that done. You know what? Let's work on the orbital ring and try to get that done. I'll trade 1 power, 1 science, 1 silicate, and then bring me in a little extra water, because I think we're going to be shorter on that. I'd really like to pick this Android hub up, this robot hub. I have no plans to build it right now, but let's grab it. This is comfort. It's not that good yet. That's tritium. Tritium's always good. Why don't you do one of those? We've got a little bit of a surplus now. This is also a double canyon view spot. Whatever city we build in here that attaches to these 2 canyons is going to be mega comfortable. And then we're actually good here on food. So do we want to build a second set of farms here? What's the layout like? This is going to be house, house, house. Oh, I needed to earthworks you, didn't I? We could do farm, 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 soil factory out here. These 2 spots could be noxious uses, because all they would touch is other farms. I think that's a good arrangement. So we'll put farms in over here, and then these 2 might be like tritium thermogenerators. And then up here will be like robot hubs, the bus station. Down here will be like robot hubs and the bus station. And I'm not sold that that's our expansion point yet. I'd rather get something that generates resources. We'll see if we can get so lucky. I can't afford to make any of these anytime soon. Just give me the 1 science. Earthworks me? You go there. Do I like the idea of finishing this orbital ring before building the bus station? Yeah, I think I do. Because trade routes are just better early. We don't have anything we want to do with that bus station immediately. We have a lot of things we want to do with that trade routes immediately. It also gives us power for new space projects, which is going to be useful like later on down the road. But for right now, I think we just want to get that done. So end me the turn. Relay, there's no space for you. Courthouse, there's no space for you. There's no space for any of you. Just give me the science. And I do think I keep rock smashing. Get rid of those 2 spots, because they're the ones that are going to be farms. Trade routes are good? Yeah, trade routes are fine for now. Tomato, you did okay. I'm not going to say you did great. You did okay. I do not think this is a Hope O'Malley game. But I also don't think it's a Aisha Yeager game either. They have different explorations? They do. So your science, that's not that good. Your research and extra project this turn, that's quite good. So that settles that debate. I wouldn't mind picking up a research center. And we're quite close to just being able to make it as well. Do I care about anything else? I don't really want to get either of those, but the rest of your abilities are kind of like not good. So, with the exploration satellite, we want to do tritium. There's so much tritium out here. Look at it all. Take those far away locations, and then here you can explore close. Just give me an extra science for it, it's not that important. This is a crater location. We could do a city there. It gets double canyon. I don't see any resources that it gets yet, so I'm a little wary of that. But this could be a tritium mine, and if that's a tritium mine, that's a big deal. We don't need that anymore. So let's keep contributing to the space project. We could build our bus station, but then we can't do the space project anymore. So give me a nitrates mine instead. It's just another resource. Give me a little support per turn, because that's looking a little dicey. And expand me out to this meteorite. We need 7 silicates for that. Let's keep an eye out for silicates. We can get double materials production. We can get double food, science, and power. Power is so important right now that I think we kind of want to get 3 doubled power. And then we absolutely want another generator. This is going to cost us 4 power, but the hope is it gives us enough tritium that we can finish this project. It's only 4. It's unlikely that it gave us enough tritium to finish that project, but it is a deposit, and there's another large hint here. This city is going to be a tritium mine. We could actually just found it. Oh my god, look at all this stuff. What is this? You got silicates, science spot. This place kind of owns. Found me a city. Wet Patera? Don't love that, but I guess whatever you want to call it. And then you, we can also get down. What's our next cunning gambit? I still want to finish that orbital ring, and then I really want to get this tritium thermo generator up. I want to start a tritium mine. We need titanium for that. And I'll set up a viewpoint tower. We need a ton of people living here, because they're going to be very happy. So I think it's going to be like house, 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 and then something else. Rocks are blocking the way. I can cut through some rocks. We need 4 power, 4 titanium to build a mine on that? Okay, we can do that. Don't like any of these, but this is just 2 free science per turn for having silicates. I do like that. And then if we do this, and we do that, we finish this next turn, which is going to be a big step forward. We finish that now, so we finally have tritium coming in. I don't think I can explore anywhere because we only have 1 power, but what I can do is I can get support per population. This is the most population of any city we have, so give me free 20 support. End my turn. A sandstorm is unfortunate, but I can at least afford to repair it. Can't afford any of these projects. That seems bad. Alright, we now have 7 trade routes. Theoretically, we should be able to do pretty much anything we want now. In practice, who knows? I need silicates. Find me a big silicate deposit to spend this exploration satellite on. Biggest one I can see is over here, and it's not that big. So 5, 6, 7. That's the meteorite next turn. We also need tritium. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's a tritium generator next turn. Now what do we trade away? Who cares about nitrates? Who cares about science? And then we have 4 power to spend on exploration. Tell me about this tritium mine. How big is it? It's small. It's just another 1 tritium. But I'll take it. I will take it. And I will also put a bus station in this city. So here I think this is going to be like science building, bus station, and then we'll put like the science relay in the middle there. Maybe. And then this could be like generator, relay. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do there yet. Oh wait, where did we get all this? Oh, because we explored it, right. So 8, 9. We're actually down there. What else do we need then? We need the bus station up. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then it would be nice to get a bacteria spreader up. It's not going to further our expansion goals, but it is going to make the place nicer to live, and it's going to start to fix this dismal support per turn. So just import 5 science. Get rid of that. I shouldn't get rid of that, but I can just trade for it later. And then just get rid of a water. Every unit of free export to a space project. It's not really helping us. 2 trit when constructing a city building. Constructing a building cost at least 40 resources, gain 10 random ones back. How often is that going to happen? I don't think that's going to happen that often. That's like a skyscraper, and that's pretty much it. What else costs 40? Well, maybe there's like some ocean buildings that cost 40. But I think we're going to get the most use out of lightweight hull structures. I want to put on that science anomaly spot in the new city. So let's grab that. And then there's also a train station here, but I only have 1 pick. No, I don't. I have 2 picks. If I explore with her, I have 2 picks, right? Yes. Oh, thank God, because I want both of these. So take that, explore here, take that. Then put the second generator in here. Just fill that out. And then you've also got your bacteria spreader now. No, you've got the meteorite that you wanted to build. That's 1 more science. I would like to find a way to put this bacteria spreader down soon. Maybe one of these tiles we could do. Because all of these are kind of spoken for. We can't afford to get rid of these photovoltaic fields yet. Power is still too important. So I think I'm just going to have to wait on you. And then we reset all of our trade routes so that we can think about them again. Let's start putting 1 silicate towards that space project. And then what's the next thing we want to build? Just kidding. This gives us 3 science per turn. That's huge. So let's start importing silicates. We'll get rid of you. 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 And we'll get rid of 1 of you. Because I don't know where our 4th city is going to go yet. It's an unknown currently. Let's see, we have no titanium, but we do have 1 building that costs titanium now that I look at it. This is just good. I think we absolutely take that. And then I don't know if we need to take a second thing. How good are you going to be? 1 power for every 3 mines. We do own 3 mines in Great Katina, but all of your slots are spoken for. You're going to own 2 mines that I know of. There might be a 3rd. I don't think this is going to be that good. I think it's only tritium. And I just really want to get that going like right now. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And then we have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 11, 10. We can trade you. And then we can get rid of this, this. 1 of these and a food. And then next turn we can build the quantum data center. We can build lightweight hull structures. And then any space project that takes tritium is going to be very easy for us. We cannot afford to explore this turn because I need every shred of power that I have, so you're just going to give a rally speech somewhere. Go tell the one person who lives in Olympus Stead how great they are. Oh, we could have just taken this, I guess. Instead, let's take the titanium because we're going to need it for this project. And I can only hold 8 projects at a time. Get the greenhouse farm out of here. Water's a little important right now. I think it's just got to be Robot Hub for tile control. But we build you 3 science per turn. We build you. Tritium space projects, now a lot easier to complete. We turn all of our attention to this project so that we have a well-established tritium flow so that we can start building our thermal generators and our rocket ports and all that other kind of stuff. And after that, what's the next thing we need? Possibly food and water to set up our next city, which is going to go... It's a really nice titanium deposit. That's also a really nice titanium deposit. Please be a city location. Oh my god. It's going to go down there, I think. We have no power. Give your last rally speech. Do you retire soon? I don't have a lot left for you to do. 25 water. Can I spare the power? Is really the biggest issue, because we're only making 4 power per turn. I don't think I need water that badly. +1 silicates for everything mines, don't care. Expands the city to all explored land locations adjacent to this building for 14 power. And they don't generate negative support. That seems really good. Am I crazy? Or does that seem like amazing if we put it like here? That gets us a trit mine, a large meteorite, and whatever that spot is, just like for free. It also seems really good here, and then you just rebuild the water mine after. I'm presuming you can just like delete it when you're done. Maybe I'm wrong, who knows? But 14 power. That's a steep ask. Truthfully, I don't love any of these. I think I might just turn you into science. I can't afford any of them. I also can't afford your power, so I think we're just going to get 15 support this turn. I think we're just going to try and rush that project down. You, I love. You, I also kind of love, because you're a trit science project. I wish I could explore with you this turn. I wish I had power from somewhere, but I don't, and I don't think there's any tiles that I can afford to explore to. That's really unfortunate. I would have loved to grab both of these, but it's not in the cards. Anyway, let's rush this project. We have 3 free trade routes. What do we want to spend that on? Next turn we have 17 science. That would let us build a spreader if we had an open tile for it. We don't, and maybe the fact that we don't have an open tile for it is something we should work on. It's like, what if we got 3 power? And then we traded away 3 nitrates, because nitrates don't do anything. And you still can't do anything because we have no power. But next turn we have power. It's a lot of space projects. This is the only one that takes tritium, unfortunately. Because I'd love to have the magnetic field. Let me think on that for a little bit. Finish you. Export titanium and 1 nitrate, and keep bringing power in. You really need a bus station. Quite badly. We'll just build the silicates mine, since we have the resources for it. Our support is also a big issue right now. I need a lot of growth in wet. I need a lot of cities, or a lot of residences in here to make people happy. That is a double titanium mine. So we get 2 titanium here, we get 2 titanium here. Or support. Support might end up being more important. We can explore here. I want to start working towards actually getting that city set up. We definitely take you now. And I wouldn't mind having that as a permanent bonus. So 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. I really only want to hit 20. So scale those back by 2, put 2 science into that. And I think that's all we can do this turn. Options now. Mariam, who's just always good. Especially because our power production has not gotten off the ground yet. And Drone Hub is just excellent. And Innovate is just excellent. Versus Henry, I would really love to vent some mines. However, I don't think I have the support to vent mines. So I think I just gotta take Mariam. I'd also like that. I don't have the slots. I'd also like that. I'm a little worried about my hand size. Let me think for a bit. You're going to be done. That means we can put more science into you. We can put all of our science into you, in fact. We can get a development center up, so we can research 2 projects now. We don't want to this turn, but we can. I do have the power to explore, but it's a long trip. Is there anywhere I care about drone hubbing? I could drone hub out to here. Can't drone hub anywhere there. Could drone hub over this tritium deposit, but it's going to cost you a support, and your support is already so dodgy. I think I really just need to get this bus station up. So then what are you doing this turn? You could just explore. Yeah, I could just explore. And I can still research a project. Right. Do I have any cities where robots are really popping off? No robots there. No robots there. Only 2 robots here. So that would give us an extra 2 expansion points in a city that doesn't really need them. We could get that with no penalty. We could get, well, okay, actually, I just literally counted out 2 squares. Oh, but your problem is that you don't have anywhere free. Huh. I mean, I could put one just there. It's 13 science, though. It would cost you the bacteria. You know what? Just give me science. It's enough thinking for today. Do you want to build any of these robot hubs or android hubs? Are you saving for anything? No, I'm not saving for anything. Now that you mention it. So you could go here. Just get a second canyon view. And then after you build the bus station, you could go here, get the tritium deposit. That's true. That's pretty true. Build a viewpoint tower. For now, that's the turn. I will take a plant spreader. I can't use it yet. I will take a... Wouldn't mind a research center, but I don't love any of these projects. Let's see if I can get away with innovating this turn. I don't think I need to explore. You're 2 food per turn? That's fine. We do have a space project slot. We don't have enough titanium to make you happen. I do want to get this city up, so maybe we just keep exploring down here. Oh my god, 2 canyon views? This city's gonna be crazy. Research a project. I still don't... We're gonna get a lot of titanium out of this spot down here. It's conceivable that we could do that eventually, but we're already on turn 34. Like, we're kind of up against the wall on support. Also want support for every mine owned by the city. 1, 2, 3. And next turn we'll still have enough food to set a city up. Yeah, I can't turn down 5 support per turn. I need like an entertainment hub to go in there as well. Alright, so that finishes next turn. I can start putting silicates towards you. Space project, we like those. Here's the support building you ordered, but it's colossal and you can't afford to make it right now. Maybe I should have like been a little more specific. 3 power per turn though. 3 power per turn doesn't advance any of your goals. But like none of these kind of do. Yeah, grab it anyway. Who cares? Grab this anyway, who cares? You'll find a way to make it work. Research that. Found this. Fayed Junction. Okay. You get 2 free expansions right out the gate. We love that. We need 8 power, 8 titanium. Guess what? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8. Do you love it when the math works out? Trade away 3, 4... No, we want to save nitrates and silicates to get this up. Trade your water away. Trade your science away. No one cares about any of that stuff. And you can still do something with your turn. We can't afford to explore this turn, but we can't afford to just build a cheeky free drone hub. Give me this canyon site. Soon we could set up, you know, some kind of viewing post there to make people happy. I do think I kind of just want to have that in my back pocket. And this turn, are we going to explore? It's too early to say. Play a bit of the turn and find out. You definitely want that mine up. That's a big priority. I honestly don't think I can afford to set up a mine there because it's going to cost me 20 support, and this gives us 6 per turn. So that's unlucky. Reset all your trade routes. Set up these orbital solar panels. 3 power per turn is going to be really nice. Although, reset your trade routes again. If I could get this bus station up next turn, I could set up a tritium deposit mine, and I could set up on this large meteorite. So what would that take? 5, 6? And that's it. I don't want to trade away titanium, because I want to set up the natural heritage site. I can't afford to trade away... Well, I could trade some away. I could trade away 4. And what else do I need? A lot of nitrates. And trade away some of your water. We're going to do 1 turn of just kind of like maintenance mode on our hand, and then we're going to get back to work. And then we're also just going to build a second robot hub. Build another canyon view. And I can still research a project. I don't want any of these. Get them out of here. Migratory cycles. All life forms spread an additional 20% faster. No, just give me 5 science. You're kind of a useful stopgap on our support issue. Like, you're not as good as this domed park, but this domed park is not coming anytime soon. You are also really good for this science spot. And I don't want any of these others, so I'm going to take both of these. Now, you are really important to go here. That's 10 support per turn that we just got out of that. So we've stemmed the bleeding on support. It's still not great, but we've stemmed the bleeding. It does screw up all of our math on the bus station, though. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 11, 12, 13. You need the nitrates more. You don't need the science. You don't really need the water. The power math doesn't matter. You can afford to spend 4 power this turn. Why don't you find out what this is? Because technically you could expand to it. It's a city expansion spot. Okay. End turn. Alright, this turn is the bus station turn. We'll take you, because global comfort is good. Do I have any empty tiles where I could just put a wind generator? No, these are all kind of spoken for. Okay. Bus station is important. Now you expand here. You expand here. You also find out what this is. It's a city expansion spot. That doesn't help. You expand here. It's also a city expansion spot. I was hoping we could figure out what this last expansion was. Wet Patera can't really go anywhere else, because all of the rest of these squares are places where we could put cities. But we can do a research station here for an extra science. It sets us back on the domed park, but that's okay. We need more power for a mine. Reset my trade routes again. God, all these projects take silicates. The prospects of like any of you 3 getting built are so low. What's most important? 3 power per turn? Let's start getting that one done. We're down to -6 support per turn. We're so close. We're so close to being positive on support and buying ourselves a little extra time here. I guess we'll research projects. That's true. I don't want any of these, though. Turn them into science. I want to find a way to build you eventually. I really want to find a way to build you eventually. And by eventually, I mean I could actually build you this turn. Show me a place that's close and has nitrates. Yeah, like exactly that. Now, where is our farming spot? It's over here. +3 food per turn. Don't even think about it. Like, you don't need the silicates because you're so far away on building this anyway, so just spend the nitrates on anything you've got laying around. Now, you can't really afford that anymore, so bump that up. Okay, support is horrendous again. We did all that work just to get caught up, and now we're behind the 8 ball once again. Research an extra project and have 2 extra in reserve. What else are we doing with our science right now? Building a bacteria spreader if we can, actually. Like, this is just an empty square. It costs us a support, but fixing terraforming parameters is going to gain us a support. And then some. So let's get started on that. We can also get you started on expansion. Do you have a bus station yet? No. So you're really just looking at like here. You have no other useful mines. You've grabbed all the important stuff that's right next to you. Let's try and fix our support. It's really bad right now. Not enough silicates to satisfy export. Drop down to 2 then. Start putting science into MarsNet. I can still research a project. I could innovate. Kinda gotta start thinking about it. This is an expansion, this is support, is the thing. Like, yes, it gives you extra tiles because it gives you population, and yes, it says -3 support on the tin, but 2 people live there. Which means you put it next to this hospital, you're going to get +1 support per turn. You're going to get +1 from any comfort modifications you have. You're going to get +1 from, you know, any projects that you have that do that kind of stuff. It's all going to be net positive support. And we're making 9 food a turn. We can make a skyscraper every 6 turns, roughly. Not exactly, but, like, you know, the math sort of checks out. Or I could just grab people now. I gotta grab people now. You're gonna think I've lost my mind. I need people. I need people living on this planet. Stop exploring, stop making drone hubs, just like innovate to find me more stuff that helps people. +1 comfort of living for every 4 food produced inside the city. We don't produce 4 food anywhere. But I will take another research center. This is the place that has, like, super comfort. So we're going to go here. That's a nice +4. Maybe the domed part goes here instead of in the other city. And then you've also got a science building. Could just shove you back here for now. So what do we need? We need silicates. We still need silicates really bad. Let's use our exploration satellite to get some. That's going to let the orbital solar panels finish. And I'm worried enough about support that after that project finishes, I kind of want to, well, no, I kind of want to try to get this domed park up. So let's start importing silicates in preparation of that. I'll export a tritium, because we make a lot of tritium. Oh, in fact, we have enough tritium for another generator. Where were you going to go? Down here? Where was I going to put this tritium generator? Oh, they were going to go in here, that's right. I don't have the power for them right now. I'll put one down and move it later. Okay, we're looking for support above all else. We don't have support above all else, so now I'm looking at like a heliostat generator. Do I have any elevated tiles? No. So I don't have any places where it's going to work great. I also just have like a mine spot. I'll build that. I'll enable you. That's good. Let's start pushing for this dome. I'm making 10 power per turn. I can start trading it away. It's not that important. What else do I need? Silicates. Look for silicates before you just explore locations that are close. Like here, you can't afford that one. Look for closer ones. There are no closer ones. Alright, fine. Just grab the one that's close. Oh, it's a water deposit. That's interesting. When you have a bus station, we can get another +1 water out of you. Now for projects. This is people, and people are support, so I'm going to grab it. And I think trade routes are fine. I didn't look at them, but I'll just assume. Mariam's gone. Anastasia's in. Independent speech. Increases comfort by 1, but generates 2 negative support per turn per active trade route. We trade way too much for that to be good. We have already kind of like founded a lot of cities. But you're like Ocean Man. Yeah, these are both pretty bad. You explore 2 locations? We don't have the power to support that. Okay, Inspirational Explorer is really good. Eureka's really good. I don't think we're going to do Independence, but we're going to take you. This is going to help stem the bleeding on support. This is also going to help stem the bleeding on support. But I kind of want to see if we have better projects. We don't. Okay, then we just take another skyscraper. And then we come down here. No, we come up here. And we say, you get an entertainment center. We destroy that rock when we can afford it. And we probably put a skyscraper there. We can afford another tritium thermogenerator. I think you guys go up here. Don't have the power. Just build one. Are we making any progress, like, towards our goals? We're not even halfway there yet, and it's turned 41. Holy cow. Huh. We gotta start expanding. We only need to found one more city. But our expansion goal is not in a healthy place right now. 14, 19, 20 gets us the domed park silicates done. And then we need to work on nitrates, and then we can trade away a little bit of science. Hospital, engineering lab, spaceport. Spaceport for comfort. I want to see 5 more projects. Extra terraforming parameters, we'll take it. Your terraforming parameters, we'll take that. This is food and also support, which is kind of interesting. There's also just like a second domed park, but that's such a massive resource sink. I'll try it. You don't need the expansion slots. You, like, really need a bus station. We also need a lot of power. I should start working on spaceports, probably. This seems like a good spaceport spot. You don't actually have a good spaceport spot. You do, though. We could upgrade that. That would be +1 comfort. You don't. That's a little unfortunate. We also need to find another place to set a city up. Oh, we were going to do here, weren't we? Because it's got 2 mines nearby. Yeah, let's get ready to do that. We could just go for it now. You have fertile soil. You have a nice natural site. It is +3 support per turn here. It's -1 comfort, though, so I don't think we're going to be expanding too far here anytime soon. But give me the rich soil, give me the mine, +1 tritium. Wait until we're at 26 water, and then I would set up an agricultural complex there for sure. We can also set up the dome. Could put the dome, like, down here. No, that's stupid. Put it in a place where people are actually going to appreciate it. It should go here. This is going to give you so much more support. 4, 8, 12, but then -7. It's going to give you +5 support. And then even more when you upgrade this to a skyscraper. Yeah. I do not feel like I'm moving forward at all. You know what? This is never going to be a city. Because we've already got a city in this climate zone. So the next time we see a like a heliostat power plant, I'm taking it, I'm dumping it on top of that crater spot. You can also only hold 10 projects at a time. That's pretty true. I don't need this plant spreader. Okay, this is more people, but I kind of want to start saving up for skyscrapers. This is power, but I don't immediately know I have a place to put it. I would like to see more projects, please. None of them excite me. And my hand is already approaching fullness, I'm just going to throw these out. we got to start focusing on expansion. Focusing on expansion means we don't need to found any more cities. So all these spots where you're like, oh, we can't expand there because it could be a city spot, start taking them. They don't matter anymore. And you down here, none yet, and you're lucky. Trade routes. We don't need to do the dome anymore. This makes people happy. So let's start working on some terraforming parameters. I also want to start trading for food when it's available, so I can build these skyscrapers. They're going to fix our support. Exploration satellites is not what I'm looking for. I don't think I'm looking for any of these, so we'll probably explore this turn. I don't think I can turn down support per turn, but I don't have a slot for you right now. Oh, I can drop nukes? Permanently raise radii. Okay, that seems bad. I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm just going to like heat the planet up instead. Olympus dead have a bus station? No, not yet. I need to find more bus stations, dude. Give me one more silicate so that I can build this next turn. Finish that. And then food. In exchange, get rid of science. Can I afford to build you? I think so. I don't think I'm saving any of that. So that's one free trade route. It's also a free export for silicates, but silicates are way too important right now. What do we want to grab instead? More food. And then we can take 2 of these projects. That's comfort. Or not comfort, it's support. You're you, but better. So I'm not going to worry about that. I'd really love to take this, but I don't have the space. I think this might just be converted into a science, because I already have one of you, and you're a little pricey. And then we also have a robot hub available. I don't think it conflicts with building a train station next turn. We'll have 19 power, we need to have 13. Yeah, it exactly doesn't. So I'm just gonna upgrade. No, I'm not, I'm just gonna build one. You're gonna go here. And I'm gonna hold this expansion point. It's probably just gonna go there after I build a train station. I've done my math wrong. We didn't have enough power. I should have counted more carefully. Repair that, enable that, give me a bit of support. It's going to keep me afloat. Keep taking these, it's going to give me support. None of the rest of this gives us support, but I'll explore to see if we get anything good. Not really. It's basically free. It's a lot of support to turn down. It's also a lot of expansions to turn down. 11, 12, 13 power. We're good on silicates now, so let's start using one of those free trade slots. And then let's start filling this project out. And then we have 2 free imports. Bring in 1 other power, just in case you've done your math wrong. And then bring in another food. And then explore here. Okay, power, good. Conflicts with silicates, bad. Do me on explore. Oh, it's because we keep exploring. That's why we're losing power. You idiot. That's 2 turns that we've cost ourselves doing that train station now, but at least now I know where our power's going. We do have a free... No, we don't have a free science slot this turn. Or a space project slot. You're expansion, so I'll take you. I cannot afford this. As much as I want to put it down, I really want to build this next turn. We absolutely don't need to import that anymore. So what do you need to import? Silicates. It costs you the trade slot, but it's fine. Well, no, it doesn't have to. You can bring in food instead. I'm telling you, these skyscrapers are going to be our salvation. You don't believe me? You'll believe me. We could build an oxygen factory. I don't really want, like, any of these. Like, I'll take homesteads, and then I'm just going to turn them into science. Hyperloop is huge. That's a lot of expansion points. I think we just kind of, like, have to take it. And then show me more projects. This is a lot of expansion points. We kind of have to take that. Fayed Junction, I think, is getting the train station. So you can go here, 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 here to get this aquifer. Here, here, and here. We're at 37 of 50. We need 13 more. This is 8. This is 11. This is 13. We have a path to victory. And it's, like, not unrealistic either. It's actually closer than you might think. So let's redistribute these trade routes. We're so close to being done with this, we might as well. We don't need silicates anymore. We can fill that trade route. +1 comfort of living globally. We're done with... We don't need silicates for any of the other stuff we want to do. So I can afford to trade 2 of you? 3 of you? Okay, I'll trade 3 of you. The rest of this is going to be food. We can afford to dump a bit of science. We're saving up 26 power for the Hyperloop. The Hyperloop probably going to go in Anastasia Post, and then we just go, you know, collect everything in the radius here. I can only hold 10 projects. I think I can afford to put down a cultured meat lab. It's just a little bit of extra support. We also kind of want to save up for this photovoltaic field, but we're at 11 power. I don't think we're going to need much more. Sure, give me shrubs. I don't think these choices are mattering much anymore. Give me a skyscraper. Why not? And then sit on that. We might need to use your exploration power. In fact, I think we're going to anyway. Yeah, just give me more water. That'll make people happy. You need to get turned down. You can put some trade into you. We will be able to build a Hyperloop next turn. That's going to give us +8. We could also build a road paver next turn. We're actually short on exploration. Like, we need to reveal more tiles. Which is insane to me. Can only hold 10 projects. There's no way we're building 3 skyscrapers. You can get rid of one of those. Architectural beautification. Gain a support when constructing city building. I don't think any of these are going to matter. That's most likely to happen, and it's still pretty unlikely to happen. None of those are expansions, so just think about it for a bit. Build your Hyperloop. Yeah. And then we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Not enough power. That's not great. But we're going to go 5, 6, 7, 8. And then over here in Olympus is probably where we'll build the road paver depot. And then you're going to go like 1, 2, 3. And then next turn we get a skyscraper. We build the skyscraper down here. We go like the 1, 2. And that's game, baby. So, yeah, these choices are not going to matter. I will research all projects. You know what? Give me the support. I want the support. I really want to make sure we don't lose this before we hit our victory condition. Resonance days, none of them matter. Bennett. That's our rural community retreat. Doesn't matter. We need to spend all of our power on exploration. Oh yeah, it shows you more projects when you do that, I forgot. It's whatever. Getting close to being able to finishing that. Do any of these give silicates? No. Okay, well, you can expand. Down here, we can build a skyscraper. That gives us support. You expand here and here. Set a mine up. Why not? We're at 44 of 50. That's 47, and this is 3. So our biggest gate right now is actually exploring tiles. That's the biggest thing that we need. And none of you do it, so I'm turning you into science. Some of my trade routes are not assigned. It's because I don't have silicates. Let's make sure we have enough titanium to do what needs to be done. Whatever, I'll put life forms down, I don't care. This choice, I don't think is really going to contribute to anything. So we'll take Jagrav, just so we can put him in the thumbnail and be like, we chose Jagrav and this happened. Get rid of that. Explore. Just keep exploring out here. Do this. This. Expand. Expand. Here. Build your road. Oh, I need to increase population here. Okay. In that case, I will build a drone hub. I will complete that project. That gives us... That does not give us one more silicate. Okay. Trade route's not assigned. Extra titanium, probably. And then get rid of science. What are you? 2 support per new space project you complete. A little late. We're going to be exploring anyway, though. None of those accomplish anything for us immediately, so we expand here. We build a road paver depot. We expand here. We need 2 more. So we'll be done on turn 54. Yeah, we'll win on turn 54. And we're great on support. Doing just fine. Support income is increasing. It is too late to matter. We have already won. Expand here. And turn. Give me support. Turn it into science. Explore. And expand here. Beautiful. It is definitely getting hard. Do not get me wrong, it is definitely getting hard. There was a while there where I was like, man, I feel like we are just spinning our wheels and we are not getting anything done, but we cleaned it up at the end and we have secured our first expansionist win. Which also means we've beat every path. New science projects. Cool. New outdoor buildings. Vineyards, fish farm, mountain hut. Cool. We're getting a lot of XP here. Citizen science. AI guided road network. Plus 2 extra expansions per combination of pop and robot. That's sick. And that's a cheap building too. Holy cow. We got so much XP from that. What the heck? The ocean stuff for terraforming. Okay. It's spent. Speaking of spent, so am I. That's where we're going to be done. Those were two longer games, but we got them done. So next time we pick Terraformers up, we're going to be going back to baby mode difficulty, and we're going to start over on Red Planet Awaits. But I think we're just gradually going to increment our way down this tree until it gets too hard and we decide that we want to quit. But we have not reached that threshold yet, because we're really good at video games. So I will catch you guys around next time we do that. Otherwise, I'm going to hop off for a bit. I'm going to go grab a drink, and then I think I'm doing some stuff with Hate tonight for some World v. World stuff. Not streaming it, though. Just going to show up and chill. So I will catch you guys around next time. Look for, if you follow me over on YouTube, look for a couple videos next week. I've got some irons in the fire on some new content directions that I'm pretty excited about, but you will see those when they come out. And until then, enjoy the rest of your weekend and take care. Have a good one.